What's up, my peoples? Go here, the freaking geek himself, and it's time to just transform the Dr. Wu little monster. So without further ado, let's just transform it. First thing we want to do is we want to undo this whole front section here, this whole front wheel. The way it works best, I found, is just kind of pull it out a little bit and just kind of twist it up. Just be mindful, be careful there, and that will undo itself. And then you can just raise that up and just get that out of the way. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, just kind of pull it out and then just kind of like twist it up. Again, be mindful, you have tiny little tabs here, so just be careful. You got that going. Once you've done that, you're going to rotate these 180 like so. Once you have done that, you want to untab this silver fender section here. And once you've untabbed that, you can extend the leg out. Then you have this little heel piece here. It's going to come down. You're just going to keep extending all this. And rotate that section up. And just bring this back, and that's going to sit like a heel spur. And that's how you want that looking right there. You just kind of angle that how you wish. We'll get that straightened out a little bit later. But we're going to do the same thing on the other side again. Just untab this little silver fender section so you can straighten all this out. And bring all this up. You just want to rotate that little silver piece. So it's sitting up top. Just bring that back. And there you have that part done. Then you want to take these heel spurs. The proper orientation here, my apologies, is to actually bring these back. There we go. That's going to be the back of his feet. So you got that done right there. Next thing you're going to do is come to the back section here. You're going to untab these bits. Just raise them up. Just kind of get all that out of your way. Once you've done that, you want to take this section here. And you want to bring this up, and then you're just going to rotate it sideways, like that. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to untab his arms here, and then just rotate them down. They're on a ball joint here. So rotate them down, like that, and then you're just going to swing these sections out. Swing these sections out. So it's like that, and then you're going to rotate these sections up like so. Next thing you're going to do here is you're going to split the tire, and to do that you're just going to take the arm and you're just going to push the shoulder in. This part's a little bit tricky, kind of have to get in here and just kind of hold this bit in place while you push. Just kind of push on the shoulder, and that will pop that out like that, and that allows you the ability to actually rotate his arm. So do that on the other side again. Just kind of get your fingernail in that seam so you can hold it in place, and then just push on his shoulder, and that will bring that out just like that. Now once you've done that, you're going to take these entire side panels here. They're going to rotate back, and you can just kind of rotate the arms down so they sit in place. You're kind of rotating as you're rotating. So rotate that back and then kind of rotate the arm back down. You want to get this down far enough to where you can bring this back up, and then these panels here are going to tab into little slots right here. Just tab that in on either side like so, and then that will just sit right on top of it like that. You can then just kind of extend his head up. You can bring his arms down. Again, just bring the arms down. This little piece here should be on top of his shoulder, so you can just rotate that up and over. So that's sitting like that. His thumbs will just come down on either side. His pelvis will basically just swing up like that. And now it's just a case of getting everything situated here so he can actually stand up. Once you get all that in place, There you go. There you have little monster. We have to get him standing first. Come on, you can do it. Just point of getting his feet in the right place. But there you go. There you have little monster in his robot mode. So now to get him back into his alt mode, we're just going to take his pelvis here and just bring that back down. Just straighten that out. Going to come back here, bring this panel up, undo these two small panels here. We're going to rotate. Actually, we need to bring this sideways here so we have the clearance to rotate these sections back up like that. And again, we can rotate these arms up and keep them in some kind of orientation where they are out of our way. And then we can come back here and just straighten this section out, bring that down, and tab that back into place like so. So what we need to do now is just kind of tuck his head back down like that. So at this point now we need to rotate the shoulders around, kind of bring this up, get this ball joint into place, and rotate the arm back down. Again, these pieces move independently of one another, so we have to get everything sitting just right before we situate anything. So swing that in and bring that down. This section here is going to be a fender, is going to rotate up. And again, you have to make sure you do all this first. Another thing we have to do first is take his thumb. His thumb will come up and sit right there, like so. And we want it sitting just like that. And then you can tab this little bit in right there. Make sure his face stays out of the way. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. First thing, flip up the thumb. So again, we're just using all these hinges here. Rotating all that around, swinging his arm down, swinging all this in so it's sitting just like that, and then again rotate this little silver fender section up. There we go. So take that, tab that in like so. A little bit of a fiddly transformation. There we go. So once you have everything in this position, we can now close all this back up. So all you have to do is just squeeze the wheels back together. Just squeeze the wheel back together, and that will just push that section back in. And that will tab his shoulders together, like that. And that's how everything's going to be sitting. Once you've done that, you can take these sides here. These will tab in, like so. And you can get those shoulders tabbed together. And also his hands will tab together right in here as well. So you have multiple connection points. Just get that all squozen together. And we got the back half all done. Now to get the legs situated, you're just going to rotate this hinge up. Bring this hinge down. The little heel piece will sit back like that. Make sure this little silver fender section here tabs in right there. Like that. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, just bring this up. Just fold all of this in. So it's sitting just like that. Again, just rotate this fender section around. So that just tabs in right there, like so. Then you're just going to rotate these sections 180. Bring them down on that double hinge. Again, you have a little tab slot connection right in there. Again, it's kind of a fiddly bit, but you can get it. You pop right in. Done. Again, just line everything up and get that 2-tab in on either side. And there you go. There you have little monster back in alt mode.